that we're coming down the back stretch, and we
Fight.
are in the fucking lead of the Kentucky
Fight.
Derby. Coming down the back stretch. Let's go, my guy.
Fight.
Come on. Do your best. Come
No,
on.
fight.
Come on. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Keep fighting.
Fight.
Fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Oh, my God.
Shit. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh my fucking God! We fucking won the Kentucky fucking Derby!
Holy shit! Whoa, what a moment. We are off for episode 20, kind of 21, maybe even 22 of Run for the Roses. Our accountant has gotten sleepy on the job, aka I've been maybe losing track. This is Run for the Roses, very special virtual Kentucky Derby Day, a huge card. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We've got the chief horse officer of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network stables and breeder of the season 29 Kentucky Derby champion. He's ready to gig. Scott Space Rothstein Bowser, how we doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, it'd be better if I wasn't getting my dick handed to me in college football, but you know, that's
that's yeah. When this show was going to be these Saturday Derby shows in college football season, you want to talk about very difficult. I would say that this was a extra crazy day for those who follow me on social. I was enjoying the nice sounds of the vacuums at the circuit this morning at about 5:45. Nothing but youth sports when I got back, and now we're straight into the digital ponies. And also, like Scott says, somehow I'm not doing as well as I should be doing on this fine college football Saturday, as my big bets were Nebraska and Utah. So shame on me.
Oh yeah, man, dude, I'm such an idiot. Like, I had a very good 13 game card for the entire week that I picked out, right? And I was 3-0 on the Thursday, Friday games combined. So I'm feeling very good this morning, up a little, and decided to put a little extra action out there. And one of the first dumbass moves I made with that. I mean, almost all of those bets were awful today, but the worst was Clemson first half. That they were embarrassing, dude. You know, when they immediately give up an onside kick on this,
they're broken.
They are broken, dude. Like, it's weird. Like them, Oklahoma State. Like, I can just kind of go down the line here of a few programs that are just my UCLA Bruins, your Virginia Tech Hokies. A lot of broken programs out there right now. But
and so did
that Oklahoma cover. I did have them though. Hell yeah, dude. To Steve in the chat from PGA. And yeah, and Steve, send me a DM, by the way. I got you covered on that horse that you wanted to borrow. So definitely reach out on that. I did want to. You're not. So show's a little bit different today because we do have some bonus races. We're just going to watch the undercards. New concept this year. We got one starting right now, huh?
It's actually a little delayed. This is the undercard for the sprint. So a little bit, and I'll just kind of talk over this as it's happening, but a little bit different this season. So we have the 3 undercards. So starting at 5, and maybe we'll have to adjust the stream going forward, but starting at 5, we have the sprint undercard, and then followed by, and I actually could be, that might have actually, let me see, is it every 10 minutes? But we basically have a sprint undercard, we have a gallop undercard, and we have the Derby undercard, which of course, so 5:15, 5:30. So the sprint is not till 5:45. So we still have about 27 minutes to get our bets in for the first major of the day. These undercards were a great idea.
I love it, man, because to me, it does kind of also help recreate that race day card vibe that you get on the actual day of the Kentucky Derby every year, you know, because a lot of people don't realize that some of the biggest, there's some big races besides the Kentucky Derby on that card every year, you know, it's not just this one big one. And although you go to Santa Anita on a random day, the Santa Anita Derby is the same way, but you might have one good like graded race, and then the rest of that are gonna be all like allowance and claimers for the most part. Like that's just how it works in real life.
Shout out to Pocono Stables taking down 2 of the top 3 spots and 3 of the top 7. It looks like.
Wow, that's a run, dude.
And what I would say with these undercards, I mean, it's just one of these things where you just have, you know, a second opportunity to get into the race, and specifically, you know, it for when you're not when you're just barely on the outside looking in. It's certainly a nice little bonus.
Well, yeah, and even if you're like you don't really, you're not really quite there, but you have got some points. It's worth to keep going to get in on that, you know, like.
And great transition to our card for tonight. Basically, like I said, we have a couple undercards here that we'll pop in and watch while we're handicapping the majors.
Chase, the Cumberland Run, and then our usuals of the Twin Spires Sprint, Gallup, Bax's Cup, Kentucky Derby, and then the SGPN Classic. So,
which we maybe had something to do with youth sports and traffic. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but we are not running any horses in the Classic this season. So we wanted to be kind to the people. What's the name of the guy from Mad Max when he pours the water out to the poor
Mordon Joe?
Yeah, we wanted to be like him and give the people a little bit of water. So we didn't enter our own race, but I am excited for the Bax's Cup final, which only 4 horses, Bowser. So we have a legit shot to take down a bottle.
We have at least a 1 in 4 shot, really, if you know, to take this thing down. And
I'm very excited about that.
You have to get a bottle out of that there too, dude. That would be nice.
Well, they were kind enough to send a couple bottles for the Vegas live stream. When we sat down with Sowers, I think, what was it, the season 27?
27,
yeah. And pretty wild because it was on actual Derby day, so that was great. And shout out to the chat. I see Joe TFP. I was at the Orange Bowl. That was VT's last relevant game. Thanks for bringing it up. I also have come to grips. I was recently in Vegas with another Hokie alum. I graduated in 04. This guy graduated, I believe, in 06. And we both kind of had this moment of like, oh, yeah, no, we were there for the good shit. It's never going to be that good again. Although they did just say there's potentially $50 to $200 million of funding showing up. So who knows? We'll see. Thanks for bringing up a bad notes there on a happy day. Shout out. And then also, where did the sport jacket come from? Come on, man. I got plenty of these things. Pro tip: I would never say this in public, but pro tip: and you can get a nice disposable sport jacket on Amazon for like $50, and then you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes I don't fold. I just throw it in the bag. Okay, ruin that one. Move on to the next. So yeah, and also what you can't see.
Oh yeah,
got the sweet SGPN. Dream Team logo.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about we might get some SGPN Stables shirts in there.
So if you're ever interested, check out the merch store over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com. You want to start? What do you want to? What do you want to start with, Bows? You want to shove any college coaches in a locker before we get into the first handicap?
Well, I mean, I would shove Deshaun Foster in a locker, but he's already been fired, so I don't need to worry about that. Because he has been fired since our last show last Friday.
2 guys who have gone to go get their shine boxes, Coach Pry and
the 2 first coaches to get fired this season are my UCLA Bruins and your VT Hokies. That's kind of impressive if you think about it. Like,
it's embarrassing.
I mean, the odds of that happening with us doing this show, and then I don't know. That's kind of
embarrassing. Wild. And then, of course, we'll pop over here from time to time, but Bet Vibe,
yeah, dude,
that win. So,
oh yeah, I got a bunch of money in my.
I don't know what's been going on over there, but I think I'm up to like I don't think you can see my balance on the screen, but I am up to, you can't. I am up to about 20K in fake dollars. So shout out to me.
I have like 10K or so of mine. So yeah, let's definitely be firing some reckless bets there.
And I wanted to pop over here real quick just to kind of highlight, if you're not up to the news or up to speed, the PFL racing forums are now built in right in Bet Vibe. So if you didn't get your account set up, you haven't really come over here, you didn't want to play for free money, now you have a real reason to get over here. Essentially what we're seeing here is I'm guessing this is like the quote unquote free version of what we used to get over at PFL racing forums, and now they're built in beautifully right into the game. So
really cool, man.
Like, oh wait, I didn't the whole time I thought I was.
Yeah. There you go. No, yeah, I was playing with this the other night, man. This is really cool. I'm into it, dude. Like
and again, it's got like you know, it's one of these things where if you've handicapped the ponies before, look and feel, it's got a good look and feel. And yeah, we'll pop back and forth in here as we handicap some races. We have another. We have the Gallop undercard we'll watch here in 4 minutes. But do you want to start? Should we start doing handicapping the sprint?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, yeah, because this is a good one. We are looking. Go up to the top here. Yeah.
Can you see the top? Do I?
No, you're on the one horse. I just is there? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's go to that here first. Yeah, so we got the full 20 horse field, of course, for the major here.
It's a soft race too.
Soft race. So, and one thing I love about Bet Vibe is like this little preference bar that they got kind of built in on there right away. Like, really kind of. But as you see, like,
I don't. Well, what this shows you
stands out. Yeah, like.
What this tells me when I've been kind of in here a little bit more, like the first thing I noticed is with having, like, we don't have a lot of strong matches here, which tells me we don't have a ton of condition matches, which means if I had to guess, if we pull this up on the photo finish board, this is probably a lot of
firm horses, right? Yeah,
exactly. So I'll pull it up real quick. We'll go back to the native site. But yeah, I mean, you can see this is firm. Only a couple soft runners. So, I mean, kind of like I think that's where I would start the handicap. And you know what? We should also, because I think it's always fun to look at the standings.
Yeah, no, I like to know who came in hot, you know, and because sometimes look at this. This was pretty top heavy when you look at that, where the Gray Lion, 192 points. Glorious Sunrise, 174. And then it's a pretty big drop off after that, down to 119. And then you have a few in the hundreds and it goes down to the 80s real quick. So, like, now we've normally seen in these majors, it seems like the horses in like the kind of the middle of the pack there in the qualifying tend to show up big on these days. Can you think of why that is, maybe?
No, I think it's just the randomness of one race and how we see this routinely, that even if you're the favorite, doesn't matter. It's one race. I mean, you look at our win, extremely outlier probably. And I
got a kind of a theory here for this too, is like you can't cherry pick the major. You can cherry pick your spots as best you can leading up. You're only going after certain spots. But the major is the major, you know, you don't get, you know, that's why I don't mind it when we challenge our horses off preference a little, or, you know, in these qualifiers when we're going for it.
Quick pause to watch this Gallop undercard. And your point on that, I think, and again, like if you've read the YSM How to Win the Derby, or you've listened to talk, I do think there's an element of like you end up with these like specific track versions. Usually they have the symptoms of not running a lot of races and just hitting stakes and being very specific about it, right? Like maybe they're really good at that 11-0 and they over again, and the majors 10, and you know, okay, so I guess in some ways like the points you qualify with matter because you're probably not getting to the very top without hitting the big races and performing against the best. But you're also, when you get down to the middle to the bottom, you are probably dealing with some horses that, quote unquote, shouldn't be there. And so I guess in some cases we've seen like the season we won, I believe one of the top point getters was kind of was maybe even an S horse that had just kind of taken advantage of the new format and like done a really good job at acquiring maximum qualifying points in the situations that met it.
So yeah, what do we got here? Bling a check. Is that supposed to be like a reference to Bill Belichick?
It could be. I had no idea. I did see a Y. I am seeing more YSM.
I see a few YSM in this field. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. So, which by the way, we haven't commented on it since Solna, the commish went out and just took Evil Empire out under YSM. I mean, we wrote the script was already written, guys. My goodness.
Yeah, now we got to call them like the British Empire, which is just as evil, really.
What, the monarchy?
Yeah.
We'll just call them the monarchy.
Monarchy.
Oh, and shout out to Guy Stables. Nice win there in the undercard by Chuzzy. YSM on the podium, though.
Yep.
It is interesting that they wait till we're having a real down season to show back up. You think about that?
I didn't think about that, but now, I really like our 2-year-old crop this season. So yeah, I think we're going to be back in the mix.
Yeah, I think we have some interesting horses. Certainly a couple that should be making little runs here. All right, let's hop into the sprint since I think we have about 10 minutes to go before the picks close. 13 minutes. To be exact.
All right. Well, I'm thinking, okay, so do you want to just rule out anything like 2.5 up on the firm side?
Yeah, I think, again, like I feel like our experience should tell us to not do that, but I kind of do want to do that.
All right. I mean, because then going through all 20 of these right now in the 12 minutes now.
Oh no, I have a couple notes because I think it's worth noting that the top point getter is a soft horse. I like Gray Lion. So and we'll quick blast through these. Feet on Fire from Dark Star, which I guess we would cross this one off, right? 1.5 firm.
Or I would say the Pure Chocolate there from Given Stables.
Given Stables, Pure Chocolate.
That might be one that we don't like as much here in this spot. But this could be interesting because my theory on you don't need as many turn stars and sprints where he's got the 1.5 left. So,
well, and that's another one. We're not seeing a ton of horses with sub 2.5 left, 2.5 dirt really perform, especially in the sprint street. So Pure Chocolate from Given Stables, Storm of Honor from Sambry Stables. That's 1.5. So maybe we're not crossing these off. I mean, tremendous fleet figure at 88.
We got Jason Cruz in the chat asking just a random Derby day. No, it's not random. It's every 4 weeks. So the 4th Saturday of every rotation. So we'll be back in 4 weeks with another Derby. That's the beauty of photo finish.
1 year equals 4 weeks in the game, and it's very predictable. Dodged a Bullet from SoCal Stables. This one, we'll maybe come back to this one in a second. The thing with Glory, Given Stables, Glorious Sunrise, Ballastar Ranch, all of these firm horses here. Glory Never Fades out of Sambry.
That's an interesting one there too, with the 0 stars on that. Like,
yeah, and Glory Never Fades is the number. I should have mentioned this, but Glory Never Fades was the 4th qualifier. Glorious Sunrise is the 2nd qualifier. And so I'm kind of with you. Glory Never Fades is another one where it might have even been the morning line favorite.
I'm putting money on this one right now because I just like the 86 overall fleet figure as well, dude.
Very strong, very strong.
Very strong.
And then you have Techno Festival from Given Stables, which not as strong, only 1 win. Always a little concerning for a race like this. I know it's possible. Tombstone brings us Stan Pat. This is a soft horse. Stan Pat, off screen, I have the qualifying. I believe Stan Pat was a just barely got in horse. Bilbao from YSM would hate to see this horse take it down. It's a 2-star firm. So
figure, man, that's strong.
Dynastic from Queen Bee Racing. Now this one, I think you have to, not a ton of qualifying points, only 71, so near the bottom, but is a 1.5-star soft horse with some decent performance. SoCal Stables brings us Damage Control, one of the few S pluses in the field. Got to rule it out because of all those firm stars, Bowser. Sprinkled Tactician from Sambry, another 0-star horse, SS minus. But this is what I want to point out here. I understand it's an S plus, Bowser, but this is Gray Lion, the top qualifier, qualified at the top of the board, lots of wins. This is a very strong podium. I would encourage that we also put this in our pocket.
Okay.
At a Queen Bee Racing. Again, when I saw it was a soft race and I saw that the top qualifier was a soft horse, that tickled me a little bit. Then we have Monster Inside of Me from Given Stables. Grape Syndicate brings us Satin Dream, who, let's see, no, that's not who I had a note on. As Soma brings us Advice, and Ashen Veal from Pink Slip Racing. This is the chalk. This is the third qualifier. And so another one we probably have to take a look at. And then finishing out, Sambry, man, a lot of the same stables dominating the sprints, Flying Into the Morning, and River Swallow from Given Stables, another 1.5.
Silver Swallow.
What did I say?
River Swallow.
You know, sometimes when you're tired, things just happen in your brain. So this was one where I thought that there were some top qualifiers that I think it makes sense to get down on, and that was Gray Lion. It was Glory Never Fades, and then if we don't have to take the chalk and Ashen Veal or Veil, but those were my notes. Any thoughts?
No, I like that. I just did what was it? A 7, 13, and 15 trifecta box, but I'm going to go back and do something with Gray Lion too.
So we're what did I say? 7?
Yeah.
Glory Never Fades, the 7.
I just did a 7-14 exacta box. I see what I'm doing here. And then I'm doing a 7.
Well, here, hold on. Let me put it on the screen so people can follow along. Let me get my 7, 14, 18 try box in.
I like a 7, 13, 14, 15 superfecta box.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, Bowser. All right, give it to me one more time. Superfecta box.
7, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to blindly tell you here.
Yeah. And then I did a 7, 14 exacta box and a 7, 13, 15 trifecta box so far.
Okay. So what about I'm just going to do a win. So I'm going to take the horses we talked about all to
yeah, what else do you like? I'm going to tell you on some stuff here too. You like
no, it's the 7, the 14, and the 18. Like I said, a little chalky. I'm taking some horses that racked up some mega qualifying points, though.
I'm doing a superfecta box with all those too. Let's just go nuts with this.
Yeah. And then worth noting, we should probably get the real action in.
I know the fake action is almost more funny.
So this is when it becomes hilarious content, when it's like just us making bets. And by the way, like I said, the other, and I'll bring up the racing form too. Let's see what the racing form says about Glory Never Fades.
You know, it'd be a great name for that for an offspring of that horse. Glory Hole Never Fades. You know,
but this is what I'm talking about, and that's very good. Look at this current form, right? All graded stakes, second, first, third, first, second, and it's all sorts of soft fields or soft tracks. Another reason I like this one. And then yeah, what was the long shot that we liked? Gray Lion. And so again, here's why I like it, Bowser. Look what just happened. Last race before the big dance, shows up in the G1.
Okay. Okay.
So I, you know, I just
I'm playing along.
you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
All right, let me get us our action. So in the game where we can only do win, play, show, what are we gonna do?
I think we got to get Glory Never Fades in there for sure.
We're all to win though, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say we do those 3 horses I like, or that
And
we
then Gray
like.
Lion and Ashen Vale.
Yes.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right, let's get this in. Decent pot, 91K in the win pool. So over 1,000 in the win pool right now.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
All right, did we want to put anything? All right, our picks are in, Bowser. Did we want to put anything? I'm looking at the place, and there's not much to scoop in the place or show, but maybe we should just do it to try.
I don't mind sprinkling that. Yeah.
I'll just match.
I'm
I'll match
in
what's
the
in
middle
there.
of doing that right now on Bet Vibe because I was like, should probably get a piece of that action too. So, and I like pumping up money into these pools,
And then, all right, so I think let's also
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know how would get a lot more action in these place and show pools if you had just a win place button to place bets and a win place show button to place bets. So you don't have to go in and log in separately for win, place, and show.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That's what every horse book that I bet online with does it. So,
Scott, let's do we want a quick do you have any should we do a pick 3 before the race goes?
Oh, I love this. So we're gonna do Glory Never. Hey, yes, we are, dude. Oh, you're a genius, bro. Let's
let's see how much time do we have, because I'm getting our all right, we got our sprint action is all in, so we're basically
on 7, 14, 18 for the pick 3 on this side, right? And then race.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take the same horses. So we're going to take the chalk with Ashen Vale. We're going to take Gray Lion. We're going to take Glory Never Fades.
I'm just going to single shot, dude, the heavy chalk, the number 14 horse in the gallop for the second race.
All right, we have 3 minutes to get this in before we lock up.
Just look at, because there's a very, very heavy favorite in that one. Let's just take that. Let's follow the money there.
I'm looking right now. Big Pimpin'. It's a good condition match for this horse.
Okay, so yeah, I did in the first leg 7, 14, 18. I'm doing a solo 14 for leg 2. And then 14, 16, leg 3 so far in the Kentucky Derby, unless we got something else we want in there.
Yeah, hold on. I'm pulling up my notes. All right, we want.
If you got something in the gallop, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up. I did take the time to make a couple notes on each race, and
I'm willing to fire this pick 3 as is, dude. This is nice. Basically 6 separate bets. So.
Big Pimpin'. There was another horse that I liked here. Let's see. Was it this one? Oh, whatever.
Was that the gallop?
Yeah, I'm in a complete tizzy right now.
All right, I'm throwing Big Pimpin' in there.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take Big Pimpin'. I did not have a good note there. So then what's the race 3?
I got 14 and 16. Cave of the Beast and Helheim.
Let's see. Derby notes.
I'm going to throw Papa's Girl in there as well. All right. And I'm firing this. So 7, 14, 18, leg 1, 14, 18, leg 2, 14, 16, 20, leg 3. Let's fucking go. Oh, man, dude.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not on my normal computer, and it's like I'm like frozen. So hopefully you guys can still see me. It was what number is Chasing Trends?
in the Derby.
Yeah. That's who I'm on.
Number
7.
Yep.
I'm on the 7. And then I'm also on the 3 yellow butterflies.
Okay.
And I think it's helium.
Yeah. Helheim. Yeah.
Helheim. Yeah.
I'm on
Okay.
that one too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get this in. Oh, it's closed. I did all that work and I missed it.
See, that's why I was just going
That's all
for
right.
the.
That's all right. We're in spirit. All right. So let's what do we have to catch up on? We gotta let's all right. Let's cleanse our palates with a quick undercard. So this is the Derby undercard. It's a 12. And again, basically what happens is you're qualifying for the Derby, but if you don't make the first cut line, there's a second cut.
Your audio is going out.
What's up?
Your audio is having issues.
Still, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you were kind of going in and out there.
Okay. So yeah, basically they've created it so that, and I would imagine they can continue to expand this, but you're qualifying for the major. You don't get in the major. You're in the undercard, and in most of the cases, the undercard has been juiced up with some crown, which is it's a nice little you've dumped a lot into qualifying. Nice little token.
Heads up, as bad as my day's been going, I might turn around here because I did take Kansas laying the points against West Virginia up 34-3 right now. So,
as did I, Bowser. As did I, and it's all-time letdown spot.
All-time letdown spot, dude. We knew that when our buddy Mac was signing a lease, was supposed to go there for 2 days, and a week later was signing a lease in Morgantown to keep the fucking momentum going. So.
There's nothing funnier that if you don't listen to the College Experience or the Sports Gambling Podcast, one of our college guys, he's a West Virginia guy. He went back for the West Virginia Pitt game last weekend, and he still hasn't left Morgantown, and he has signed a lease for an apartment in Morgantown.
And it's the apartment that he fucking had when he was in college there. So he's like going back. Like it's such an old school storyline. We really need to have like a new show on the network of like the old school chronicles with Mac. Like
Mac goes back to school.
Mac goes back. I mean, that's good. I watched Animal House last night just because he inspired me.
Really, really funny stuff. All right, we got a YSM horse is absolutely curb stomping everyone right now.
But I don't know. I think something on the outside's brewing here with the number 17 horse coming up.
Oh my.
Andra Real really putting some pressure on here down the stretch, but that 13 horse looks like it's pretty solid. But man, these guys are moving that 8 horse now, coming in and making a statement, but it might be too little too late. That 13 horse knocked out loaded from YSM, getting it done with P90X and Relayer as the 2nd and 3rd. I'm getting better at this.
You're very good at it. You should do it all the time. Love to see YSM winning the not real majors. Oh no, that's not YSM. I apologize. That's Hot 27. We're friends. Yeah. Is that an Iowa Hawkeye?
That's an Iowa Hawkeye, and I definitely won on them last night. So
nothing better than betting on Iowa in prime time and just always mayhem. Always mayhem.
That was why I was not expecting that to be like 21-21 at the half.
Always mayhem with that team. All right, let me get organized. What do we have to do next? So we have the sprint coming up in 6 minutes.
All right.
Let's get our picks in for the gallop.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And this is why I think I just solved the format of the show going forward. We build our pick threes up top, so we kind of talk through a lot of it.
Yeah. So we don't have to linger too hard on the later. So yeah, that's a very good idea. This is
all right. So rapid fire and Bowser, just yell when we because we have a number of these. First thing that stands out to me is not many S pluses, Bowser.
You're on the wrong screen here. There we go.
Again, everything is going slow. I don't know. The computer is not enjoying.
I'll help you. I'll hold your hand here and help you through this, buddy. We got this.
All right, yeah, you take this. You take this.
We got Feet on Fire out of Dark Star Ranch. And what's the conditions on this one?
It's a good. Or, I'm sorry, soft.
Soft again. So okay, I see a lot of firm horses on here.
Hold on. I'm in the sprint. Like I'm really screwing everything up today.
All right.
Now we have the right thing.
We got the good. So
good.
Weather just turned around. Weather can drastically change here at Virtual Downs from race to race, just in case you're wondering about that. But Not Furlong at a Kung Fu Cattle. That's a great name. Is the number 1 horse. Let Her Dream out of YSM Racing Club. Boo.
Boo.
Oh, no. I was like, I thought I had a boo. Sorry.
Which by the way, Not Furlong is a great horse name.
Yeah. Let Her Dream from Violet from Queen Bean Racing. Abysmal Demon from Pink Slip Racing. That's the number 4 horse. If we can scroll down.
There we go.
Dare to Be a Monster out of our boy Tombstone, Mike Sowers himself. With this is an interesting horse. I mean, look at that, 11 wins and 28 starts, man. Number 5,
top qualifier at 226 points, but off condition. So this would be and it's this would be a hell of a win right here.
Love this next horse's name, Lacey Underall out of Soma. That is the slutty niece in Caddyshack for those that are not.
I love when you know these random references, and I'm sure they're gonna get like if someone heard someone get that reference, they got to be geeked up about it.
Oh yeah, so Junmai Dalginjo out of Given Stables. All right, next up, Wimbledon Turf getting on the board here with Crunchy Tuna Roll. That's a great name. Hell in a Day out of Pocono Racing. Right on the payroll from J&V Racing Stables. Oh, dude, I just thought of a great name for a horse, dude. That I'm gonna message you in the chat. That
okay?
Steal it.
Yeah, let's not have it stolen.
Starry Rose out of Wimbledon Turf. Another one of theirs. Reverique out of Ranger Racing, and Chinga Neve. Oh, I like that. Chinga Neve out of Given Stables. Catch the Lie out of YSM Racing Club. Boo. Quick Romance out of Gauchos. Muzzlock. Is that any relation to Matlock out of Guy Stables? Parse's Ella out of Parcel Tongue. And Big Pimpin' out of Pink Slip Racing. If we can go down. Magic March out of YSM Racing Club. Boo. And Magnolia Rain out of Arch Royal Family.
Shout out, Arch. So we're on the 15 and the 18 here to win, correct?
Yes.
Big Pimpin' out of Pink Slip, number 2 qualifier, 193 points, and 2 stars firm, so on preference. And then Quick Romance, also a 2-star firm horse, 3rd qualifier, but only 125 points. So the Dare to Be a Monster at 226 outscored 3rd place by 101 points. I can't say I've seen that before. I'm just going to quickly get our stuff in on the. I think. Do we do anything in the show and place and show pools here? Yeah, okay. There's something to be scooped, and again, another over 84K in the pot. So,
yeah, I mean, if we're thinking that's a good scoop spot, I say we do it. So, who are we really into here? Are we? I mean, I do like Catch the Lie. I think that's an interesting horse here.
15 and 18.
Yeah, so we got,
unless you want to add on.
Yeah, I like 14, 15, 18. How about that?
Oh, those are win. I'm just trying to get our show money in. Hold on.
And we're about a couple minutes away from that sprint starting. So
perfect timing. We'll get everything in.
Yeah, so I chat Lacey Joe Lacey Underall was my first crush. Yeah, man, dude. I was into her, man, when I was a kid. She passed away not too long ago too, like a while back. Tragic story, really.
All right, we got our Gallup stuff in. We're about to watch the sprint, and then we'll come back and we'll handicap the Derby, right?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
exactly how that's going to go down.
Here we go. And so we have the sprint, and let's see if I hit a.
You're 45 seconds away, so I gotta say, Bet Vibe's a lot of fun, man. I'm just pounding these bets in here.
And we can see that we're on the 7, the 14, and the 18. And yeah, I think, again, we're you got to get in over here. Let's see. What were we 15? And I didn't get my.
Do we like something extra for the superfecta here for in the Gallup? Just
while we're killing time.
Yeah, just for
Yeah, they really need the win play show, Bowser. I will say though, it's slick.
Like it that would be a very, very useful addition to the.
I'm going to shut up. You're going to call the race.
All right. And we're here at Virtual Downs. Brought to you by Nabisco. Nabisco, all your snack needs met by Nabisco. I don't know who would. All right, we're off here in the sprint. As we said, this is a soft track. It is muddy out there. I can barely see through this dense tropic thunder rainstorm. Feet on Fire coming out with the early lead. Satin Dream, The Theme with Glory, Stand Pat, Techno Festival, and Gray Lion in rounding out the top 6. The number 20 horse making a big run on the outside. Is that going to be able to hold on? Queen Bean Racing in the number 6 spot. Given Sables, here we go. The number 20 horse. He's backing back off. It looks like Feet on Fire and Satin Dream are dueling it out for the lead. The Stand Pat right behind him. Gray Lion coming in there with dodging the bullet. Bill Bio coming in now, making his presence known, but it's still Satin Dream and Feet on Fire as our 1 and 2. Stand Pat, Bilbo, Gray Lion flying into the mornings now in the mix. Everybody's pushing it here down the stretch. Are we going to see somebody come out of nowhere? We have Stand Pat making a run, but Satin Dream appears to have held off the field. It is Satin Dream with Glorious Sunrise and Stand Pat. How was that?
So great. Glorious Sunrise, the only of the top 4 qualifiers, the only one not to be a soft horse. And what does he she do? Because I didn't look at the sex. Just takes down second. Satin Dream. Wow. Let me.
Satin Dream is officially our Twin Spires Gallup champion. Congratulations for the Grape Syndicate. We know how big these major wins can be for your stable. So my tip of the cap to you.
Yeah, these are all big dogs here. And shout out Tombstone, taking down a 3rd. Let's see. How did we do on our handicap? Gray Lion, nowhere to be seen, 12th place. I'm just not a sprint handicap.
Aston Vale, 18th. Yeah, I was way off.
13th. So, yeah, the horses that I picked came in 12th, 13th, and where's Glory Never Fades? 16th.
Yeah.
Great job, asshole.
We really got our dicks into us on that one.
What a donkey show.
What was this, a college football Saturday?
All right, still a couple minutes to get the Gallup picks in. Again, reminder, we are on the 11 and the 15, and I may have accidentally put in the number 3 in the show.
That one's gonna win too.
Don't ask. All right, let's get into the Derby here.
Just because you put it in the show pool, it's gonna hit first. Watch.
Yeah, you know it is. and no spoilers. Actually, let's quickly get our Baxis Cup bets in.
You know what, dude? I kind of want to plug something here real quick.
Well, real quick though, before you plug anything, we do have Stay in the Bay running in the Baxis Cup. It is the only it's a 4-horse field. This is running at the same time as the Derby, so no spoilers. No one tell us what happened. We will watch it after the Derby, but I'm just going to quickly put a win bet for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost $100 in the betting pool for this race. No value in place or show, though.
Oh, I was going to try and I thought there were still spots on our FFPC weekly challenge thing we're doing tomorrow. but apparently that one's already sold out. So never mind. Oh no, there's 17 spots left. If you think you can hang with me and Kramer in some a daily fantasy contest tomorrow, it's $35 to enter over at myffpc.com. Use promo code, what is it, SGP or SGPN?
SGPN gets you a free $25 credit.
Yep, free $25 credit. So what you can do in there is deposit, like, I don't know, whatever you're going to deposit, but you're going to get that 25 off. But yeah, we do these every week. We finished 9th out of 100 last week, cashed for some money. These are a lot of fun. It's different than any kind of DFS kind of contest because there's no like budgets, there's no drafts. It's just you can't pick the same guy from two guys from one team. That's basically the catch. So,
which is a great format. They also do a playoff contest.
The playoff contest is amazing. Yeah, that's my favorite. But
all right, so let's we got 15 minutes before the picks close on the Derby.
I gotta say, I love the number 13 horse. Just off the top of my NHL 94, one of the greatest video games ever made. Love that. Played a lot of NHL 94 in my time. So
YSM is definitely back. Here, I'll let you do a rundown of the horses real quick.
All right, we got. Do you want to do it on the?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the site up.
This is for the Kentucky Derby, right? Yeah.
So again, it's a 10 furlongs left dirt. It's a soft race, not raining though. Again, that matters. We definitely know the better horse.
We know about that. Yeah. So number 1 horse, we got Master Distiller out of Pink Slip Racing, Lost in a Moment out of J&V Racing Stable. The 3 horse, Yellow Butterflies out of Queen Bean Racing. Flick the Queen Bean. 4 horse, Feywild out of Pink Slip Racing. Number 5, Silky Quest out of Golden Boot Stables. Number 6, Lamborn out of YSM Racing Club. Boo.
1 of 3 YSM horses in the race this year.
Number 7, Chasing Trends out of Sam Breeze Stables. We like that.
Sounds like Sean on the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Yeah. Number 8, Electric Wave from the Crown Royal Racing. Number 9, what's that?
Electric Wave, number 3 on the qualifying board with 142 points.
Okay, number 9, Creative Direction out of Absolute Horsepower.
Number 2 qualifier with 170 points.
Number 10, Mir Maidon. That must be some British word that I don't understand.
Monarchy word, Bowser. We wouldn't understand.
Out of YSM Racing Club.
The number 4 qualifier here, and a soft horse.
Oh, okay. Number 11, Fated to be King from Travelers.
It's a mouthful. I can't. Every time I have trouble with it.
So the 12 horse is She's Finished out of Flick the Queen Bean Racing. Number 13, NHL 94, Make Wayne Gretzky's Head Bleed over
the wraparound goal was just unstoppable.
Stables. Oh, dude. I grew up a big Kings fan, huge Gretzky guy. 14 horse, Hellheim out of J&V Racing Stable. That's one we like. We've already said this. 15 horse, Body Count. Now, is this a reference to how many dudes a chick has banged, or the old Ice-T band, Body Count?
I got to be honest. I think SoCal Stable's a little bit into the sex.
Okay. I was hoping it was Ice-T's band from back in the day that did that song Cop Killer.
Well, maybe you're right, but he has a lot of I feel like he has brothel references and other fun sex related stuff. So could just be a sex guy.
Sex guy. 16, Cave of the Beast out of Pootie's Glue Factory. 17, Kushti out of YSM Racing Club. 18, Mizsako out of Pocono Racing. 19, Money Game from Wolof the Bandito. And wrapping it up, Papa's Girl, the number 20 horse from D Stables.
Very nice. Did I miss it? Or did the number 1 qualifier for the Derby not? Oh no, Yellow Butterflies. All right. Yeah. So I think this handicap, I mean, throw out what I said about the pick 3. I think we like I think we like a couple of these soft horses here, right? Like that's
Yeah,
just
no, I think that's uh yeah.
so we all right. So one of the top qualifier here, Yellow Butterflies.
We got confirmation that it's a sex name. So.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I figured that. I mean, I get it.
See, I was more hoping for an old school 1990s Ice-T reference, but I'm not. That was probably too deep of a cut for most people.
So Yellow Butterflies, 216 points qualifying, in good form. The conditions match. I think that's gonna be on our card, right?
Yeah.
Even though look, and you, this is your system, right? Where the money line,
yeah,
the morning line, and the
when you
current.
get that morning line where it's a sizable difference that's gone up in your favor, dude, take that. That's free 8-1 right there, man. That's the way I look at that.
All right, let me get our real money. I'm just all right. So we like the 3. And then who else did we like in the Derby? Since I got the form up, we can just double check it.
Okay, so we got 3. Okay, hold on.
Creative Direction is an SS minus. It is a firm horse, but has performed well. Did end up with 170 qualifying points. This is pretty good form, but I'm seeing a lot of stakes. Although it did win the G1, which was a little bit longer at 12. This is a 12 furlong merchant.
Yeah, let's get it. I like that, and I like that.
But this is a we talked about these, right? 12 furlong merchant, 10 furlong race.
Okay, but
Helheim. This is
a lot of performance there at 10. So
in some stakes and graded stuff. The wins were at stakes, but I don't mind putting the 14 in there. And then let's see. I mean, I even like how they show you the sire and dam. So this is the current Helheim is the current chalk for what it's worth. And then there was one more that we liked here. And no, maybe not. Maybe not. I think we got it all.
I don't hate Papa's Girl here. I'll say that.
I looked Papa's Girl, one of those like kind of for us like D-gens, like one of those horses that always around the podium but not taking down a lot of wins. I guess we could throw a dart.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a dart at that. So I got 3, 13, 14, and 20.
All right, hold on. We got 20. We got 14. And we got 3. What was the other one you threw in there?
13 NHL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. All right. We're gonna throw some coin on this.
Yeah. This is that's how I'm playing this.
And then I'm gonna come
13, 14, 20. So I'm gonna hit the superfecta on one of these, man. I'm going to.
Imagine hitting one though for not real money.
I know.
Like a big one too. That's like a gambler's nightmare,
dude. Speaking of weird dreams, I've been watching a lot of Ray Donovan the last couple of days, marathon about 12 hours worth, and I had a dream that I met Elliot Gould at the Circa Casino, where Derek Stevens, shout out to Derek, introduced me to him, and we ended up going to start a podcast together of me and Elliot Gould. So, and then I woke up and I was so bummed out that I wasn't starting a new podcast with Elliot Gould. So
it's like it sounds like a far-fetched story, but like Sean and I were hanging out at the Golden Gate last week, and like Diplo's, it's like Diplo's at the bar with Derek, and we're hanging out there. It's
no, it's not that weird. It wouldn't be that weird.
It's one of those things where if you've not been to the Circa in Las, if you follow me on X, you see my posts. But yeah, I mean, it's not only is it a really awesome place. The guy who owns the joint legit just wants to hang out with everyone.
He got me hammered, dude. A few months ago, he got me hammered on my birthday, dude. We were hanging out at the bar, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's Scott's birthday. Fucking give him to him free." Like,
Well, that's the other thing. If you're hanging out with him, once the bartender sees you having a conversation with him, you're good for the rest of the
There
night.
are bartenders there that are so fucking nice to me because they've seen me there drinking with him enough now.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
You know, where it's like they're just like every time they see me, they're like, "Oh, Mr. Bowser, how you doing today, sir?"
I've told this story on the pod, and we got 2 minutes to post. I'll bring up the race. I'm just placing some bets, showing off this sick site, using all my money. I do have a great story about that. We were hanging out a couple years back. He used to hang out more at the Long Bar towards the entrance on that spits you out into Fremont, and we would be hanging out down there, and it's kind of a big crowd. So, I kind of lean in to be like, hey, bartender, please drink. And he makes me a drink in a plastic cup and goes to charge me. And then notices, I grab the drink, and then he notices I'm talking to Derek, and he snatches the drink back from me, throws it in the trash, and remakes it in a glass cup, like a glass. It was one of these moments where it's like, oh man, that is hilarious.
That's how you know you're talking to the right guy.
Yeah, right. All right, let's
we just need to get dude, they need to turn Bar Canada into like a mini horse book bar. And Circus Sports needs to fully incorporate horse racing in there. That'd be amazing. I do like their app.
All right, Bowser.
All right, we're here at the Gallop. Look at that sun cracking through with those. That reminds me of the day that our boy Gig won the season 29 Kentucky Derby. It was that beautiful orange purple cloud. Just looks so good. All right, and we are off, and we're coming around. So this is basically going to go one lap around the track. Ellen Day is your early leader here, followed by Magnolia Rain, Crunchy Tuna Roll, Reverie, Muzzlock, and Junmai Dajamingo. I hope that one does not stay around too long because I don't want to keep saying that name. Crunchy Tuna Roll in the lead. Muzzlock, Let Her Dream right behind. And everybody's pretty so bunched up here at the top with Crunchy Tuna Roll, Let Her Dream, Muzzlock, Jumai Dagadino, Parse's Ella coming on strong here, the number 17 horse with Junmai Dagadina with Crunchy Tuna Roll. Parse's Ella. Ella today is now making his way onto the scene. But it's still a tight one between Crunchy Tuna Roll and Junmai Daga Ding Dong. Right on the Hell of a Day, right on the payroll. Reverie can catch the lie. All right, there. Now we're coming down to the final turns, and Crunchy Tuna Roll is establishing some dominance, but here comes Hell of a Day on the outside with right on the payroll, right behind her. Here comes Reverie, and what do we got here? Lacey Underall hitting the stage. We're coming down the back stretch, and I see Crunchy Tuna Roll with Hell in a Day.
Come on, 18.
Hell in a Day, the number 11 horse, Star in a Rose, but it looks like it's going to go 9, 11, and 8 for your trifecta winner. Hell in a Day is your Twin Spires Gallop champion for season 32.
Really taking a bath today.
Tell me about it. This means we're going to kill it on NFL tomorrow, though.
Even in these, oh man, Pocono having a nice day.
Pocono.
Yeah, congrats to Pocono, Wimbledon Turf.
What a day for Pocono! Wow.
we didn't see. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a ton of Wimbledon Turf going against us when we were having our strong couple seasons there. So good to see them in the mix.
What's funny is we've been breeding with them a little these last couple seasons, so maybe we're gonna see some of these type of results. That's funny though. So these first two majors today, we've seen now Wimbledon and Pocono now has 3 podiums in the day, but we've had a double podium stable in both so far. That's very impressive.
I know. I'm jealous. I can't wait for us to do that.
Oh man.
All right, so let's there is still 2 minutes left to get our Baxis Cup and Kentucky Derby bets in. I'm gonna just we got to bet on ourselves on the Baxis. I mean, that's big time. That's all I'm doing. If you look on the action in the game, I crushed us down to the chalk.
I'm gonna on Bet Vibe right now. I'm going to place a massive wager on that one.
Yeah, why not? And then I can bring up the form, and also still a minute for your Derby picks if you haven't gotten them in. Let's see what the form says about our chances. Another key feature in the form that I really like.
I just put $7,400 on us in the Baxis Cup. So
oh, nice! You're crushing our odds. I like that they break down the tiers of where your wins and losses, where your record came from. It's a really quick and dirty way to see like what did like for example, if you looked at us, you're like, well, you're not very good. This is actually, let me bring up the Derby. This will be a better exercise with the Derby form. Let me bring that one up. Oh wait, are we closed?
I think we might just close. Yeah.
And shout out to Gunner and the Horse Pill guys who are there. I assume they'll be live next. I know their majors are going on starting at 7 p.m. here on the West Coast. So, all right, let me get back over because so we need to talk about the Classic then, right?
Yeah.
While we're waiting for the race.
Yeah. That sounds about right because we got about 10 minutes until the Derby starts.
Yep. And then, like I said, no spoilers. We're gonna watch the Baxis Cup after.
Yeah, so don't be a dick in the chat. Like, be respectful.
The chat's always a dick, in my experience. They love spoiling stuff on us. All right, let's pull up the Classic. And again, we're very generous of us to not run anyone this season. Before Bowser gets into it, the race is 8 furlongs. It's raining at night, and it is a soft track. Allowance as per usual with a nice 4K Derby pot. So let's go.
It is soft like UCLA's defense. Okay. So number 1 horse, we have Kentucky Diz out of Best Value Stables. Number 2 horse, we have Salt Blood out of Wild Card. Number 3, Velvet Republic. Fantastic name there. Arch Royal Family. Number 4, Blaylock Fortune. Is that the Mookie Blaylock Fortune? I like to think so. From PGA Stables. Shout out. Number 5, we got Steel of a Lady from Lion Shark Racing. Number 6, we got Under the Table from Puerto Rico Stables. Number 7, we got Twin Stars from Gray Knife Stable. And Ryan,
it's coming.
Scroll down here.
Yeah, we got these fun delays like it's 1980.
Yeah, Phoenix A from Terra Firma Farms, Cobalt Strike from Radio Web 3, Sir Rose from Revere Ranch, Endless Valor from Blinkers On, and Rogue Propulsion. Fantastic name there from our boy at Sweetwater Stables. And Sweetwater Stables just picked up one of our blood packs again this season. Really enjoys the process. Reach out about that because we're going to be having more and more good horses available that we're not using each season. And yeah, it's a great way we can help hook you up and get you set up with some new blood for your stable on the cheap. So
why don't, I was going to say, why don't you, do you want to break it down? Like, do you want to give like the 60-second, like what has Sweetwater got? Like what kind of,
we could talk about that next week.
All right.
A little teaser here. Just a little
all right. I appreciate that. Radio Web 3's horse, Cobalt. You want to talk about a sick looking horse? Always appreciate the cow horses in the game. It is a soft horse. I want to do I'm behind the scenes. I'm looking at the blood to see if it is a Pelennor Fields. Is there any horses that stand out to you here, Mr. Bowser?
Hold on.
This is one where you know what? Let's bring up the form. Perfect time for us to peruse through the form to just get an idea of what these horses, if they've done anything.
It's hard in these allowances because I always want to lean towards the S minuses and S's because of the weight differential, but a strong S plus can easily take it down. So,
this sort of Velvet Republic, who
I kind of like this one. Yeah, this one looks pretty interesting to me.
Arch's horse. It's run at least a bunch. It's podiumed in stakes races, which are,
and it's got a pretty good morning line odd here. Let's be honest. So that's impressive. So,
so under the tables is a claimer. Shout out Puerto Rico. He hosted the Ask Me Anything with Ian last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Good dude. He's grinding out in the content streets for photo finish. So I definitely go follow his stuff. Go support him.
yeah, man, very good YouTube channel. I was checking out a lot of his stuff this last week since he did that. So yeah, good stuff over there. Good work.
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate that type of, like, I'm never going to be that kind of guy when it comes to like the content I want to do. Or just like the energy he has, like to lock people down, to get the interviews. Love it. And I also think like his style kind of works. Like talking to him behind the scenes, very, very easy to open up to.
I got
another claimer here.
A message from friend of the show, Justin Decker here. So
is it related to the show, or is it just?
No, I thought it could be something funny because sometimes he sends funny stuff. But
so we basically have a lot of claimers here. I mean, after looking at this, I think it's Arch's horse.
Yeah, I just put a little win bet on there right now on bet vibe.
Is there anyone else that I think
I'm just gonna
I mean, to your point, I do think there's always value but the S minuses, you know what? Because he's the latest, I lost it now. Because he's the latest member, or the most recent member of Turf Club, I think I'm going to put a little bit on under the table as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Party, we're going to call it. All right. So we're going to do Velvet Republic and under the table. Those are my win bets.
I just did those two.
I'm also going to do an
yeah, I didn't do those as big as I should have, so I'm going to go back and do them much bigger now.
And again,
you know how it goes.
If you haven't set up your account over at BetVibe yet, the reason to do it is that, again, these racing forms that you used to have to pay for, great product, so great, the game said, let's bring it over here. And so if you don't, and they're free here, there's no charge. So if we're constantly telling people if they're going to get in the game, to start by just handicapping the races. And yeah, if you're not doing that, I mean, it's such an easy way to get familiar with horses, with bloodlines, and again with these racing forms. It really does make it pretty easy.
Yeah, and a good thing about it too is like we've always said on here, like a great way to entry point into the game is just doing your free trainer, handicap some races, and once you start figuring out the handicapping side a little, maybe then you start looking at the claimers, try and handicap those, and then when you start getting that down, start putting the claims in. It's a great way to kind of dip your toes into the water. Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna build a trifecta here, just kind of showing off how you can have fun with it. Who was the other horse that we kind of liked? It was Gunner's horse. I kind of made a, even though it was an S plus.
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh yeah, right here. Kentucky Diz. Let's throw that in a trifecta, Bowser. We'll go. So I just wanted to highlight the different fun you can have.
We're about 3 minutes away from the virtual Kentucky Derby.
I'm trying to use all my money.
Just firing away. Yeah, so we we're locked in here.
Yeah, so just as a reminder for the Derby, we have do I have it on the I don't have it on the screen. We have the three yellow butterflies, the top qualifier out of I think Bowser said, "Flick the Queen Bee Racing."
Like
We
the
then have
yeah.
we then have NHL 94 from Given Stables because of the sick name. We have the Chalk Helheim out of JMV Racing because it's a very strong horse, and both of our models really liked it. And
Yeah.
then we have Papa's Girl out of D Stables because it popped.
We have seen some pop. Yeah. Both of our models. I like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you listen to a lot of gambling content, Bowser, but one way to make people think you're smart is to say you have a model.
Yeah.
There are a lot of buzzwords out there. If you hear someone say that if someone refers to themselves as a sharp handicapper or someone who does sharp betting, someone who I don't want. Maybe I shouldn't give away all their secrets, but I definitely think when someone says they have when someone refers to what their model likes, if someone says my fair is 5, if they're talking about an NFL spread and they say, well, my fair is 4.8, hilarious grifter tactic. Nothing better than on our show I'll like maybe once a week I'll throw in my fair is 4.863 here.
Yeah, no, you should find one that's your fair have a weekly fair.
It's just like, all right, I get it. You have a model. Okay, wait, I think we got coming on screen, Bowser. You are on the clock. Kentucky Derby. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to us.
Good luck. To join the hallowed grounds of Kentucky Derby winners is a feat that has only been matched by a handful of select owners in this prestigious game. We are amongst them. And we are off in the virtual Kentucky Derby, a 10-furlong race with Yellow Butterflies coming out to the early lead. Creative Direction, Master Distiller chasing trends. Lost in a Moment, Cave of the Beast right behind. We're looking like Yellow Butterflies and Creative Direction coming out to an early lead in front of everybody with Lost in a Moment right there behind them, keeping pace. The number 9 horse from Absolute Horsepower is Creative Direction, taking an early lead here, going into the first turn with Yellow Butterflies neck and neck. Rest of the pack's breaking off here, but we might see a charge coming soon. Yes, we are, from Fay Wild, the number 4 horse with Master Distiller right there. Body Count Lamborn rounding out the top 6. Creative Direction taking out in front of everybody now with Fay Wild, Yellow Butterflies, Body Count, and here comes, Creative Direction still out front with Fay Wild keeping some distance, but possibly holding itself back for a late run with Lamborn. Ms. Sacco, Money Game, Master Distiller. Ms. Sacco now coming on the outside with Money Game. Will they have what it takes to make up that distance? Creative Direction, and now Fay Wild has overtaken the lead. Fay Wild showing some serious finish here down the stretch into the final turns. Fay Wild, Creative Direction, Ms. Sacco, Master Distiller now in third. Helheim making his presence known now, coming in the 4th spot. Body Count and Lamborn. Here he comes now down the back stretch. Fay Wild, Creative Direction, Master Distiller, Fated to be King, Lamborn, Helheim, Creative Direction, and Fay Wild neck and neck. The Master Distiller and Fated to be King all battling out. This is an exciting finish here, folks, with Creative Direction looking like it's going to take down the 32nd season Kentucky Derby. Congratulations to Absolute Horsepower for coming off the schneid this week and a big Kentucky Derby win on top of that.
I think that ends some sort of ridiculous drought, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he just hit one a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
So that ended the drought, but yeah, now he's got the Derby too. So.
That we know what they say: when the dam breaks, it breaks. All right, so this was a half-star firm horse, and pretty much the only top qualifier we didn't bet on, Bowser. So we have to review our process.
Yeah, we got to check our models, make sure.
My model, I'm gonna have to get a new model. I'm gonna have to take this model back.
So now we do have the Baxter's Cup to cut to in a minute here, but I just wanted to say Fay Wild and S+, when you look at the rest of the top 9 there, were all SS minuses. So who knows how much longer S pluses are going to stay relevant at this Kentucky Derby distance and level. But very interesting to see that horse kind of popped up there with the big dog. So congratulations to everybody who won here. Absolute Horsepower, Pink Slip Racing, and Trowlers with Fated to be King.
All right, should we watch the Bax's Cup?
Yeah. Let's get in on it. We got a piece of that action. We're in this one. I gotta fuck it. Look at, we're the heavy favorite here. Maybe because I loaded up on us. You know, it didn't take that 7,400. It was like, nah, dog. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's a little too rich for our blood. But all right, here we are off in the Bax's Cup 8 furlong race with Weaver of Mystery, Full of Stars, Stay in the Bay, and Chilled Nick. Weaver of Mystery coming out to a strong early lead, and hopefully Stay in the Bay from SGPN Stables can stay just long enough to get in on a piece of that sweet whiskey. All right, Grape Syndicate, Driney Park, SGPN Stables, OEB are 4 stables competing in this race with the number 1 horse, Weaver of Mystery, really running out in front of everybody. I don't know if we're going to see anybody catch it, but Stay in the Bay is making its move. Stay in the Bay coming on strong now. Coming on. Let's see if it can close this distance. It's about 10 lengths back, and it's making its move. Stay in the Bay with Full of Stars and Chilled Nick rounding out this 4-horse field, with Weaver of Mystery, though, showing some dominance, looking like a Secretariat at Belmont type performance as we come around this back final turns. Here we go, Weaver of Mystery, but now here comes Stay in the Bay. Stay in the Bay is making his move. Stay in the Bay doesn't want to stay in the Bay. He wants to stay near the front of the pack. Let's go, Stay in the Bay. As he goes, he's making his move. Come on, Stay in the Bay. And he's overtaken Weaver of Mystery. Stay in the Bay is now about 3 lengths in front. Stay in the Bay, 4 lengths. Stay in the Bay, 5 lengths. Stay in the Bay, 6 lengths. And we have a winner with 8 lengths down in front. Stay in the Bay from SGPN Stables takes down the Bax's Cup. Woo!
Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. We just want a bottle, buddy.
Let's go.
Hey, you know, that's a nice one for the trophy room feature that's coming out soon. Now we got a nice little Bax's Cup fucking unlock in there. That's a nice one to have on the shelf. I'm not going to lie.
What a close.
What a close for Stay in the Bay. I love that. Love to see it here.
And what's crazy is now it makes me think, I'll have to look at the numbers, but I had been this, like, we qualified in a 6 furlong race. I think this was an 8 furlong race. I wonder if this horse maybe should have been running a little bit longer. That was an amazing close.
Fantastic performance here, man. I got to say.
And we crushed our own horse, dropped it down to the morning line favorite, and finally got a win.
Yeah, man. We did it. We won the Bax's Cup.
That feels
didn't quite have the reaction I did for the Kentucky Derby because, you know, but
well, I mean, that was still an excellent feeling.
Yeah, it was. No, and this is a nice win here, and well, we're gonna have the SGPN Classic here to close us out in a little bit. But
so what did it was a nice 4,800 Derby return.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations to us. I went a little bit bigger. You know how we go. You know, Bowser, it is worth noting that we are still technically in breed season, right?
Yes, we are.
So I figured, why not just remind people that we had a horse a couple seasons ago, stalling, that won the virtual Kentucky Derby and then came in second in the high court. I've seen, I think people would generally brag about that type of performance.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a performance.
Still plenty of breeds available.
Yeah, 10 more breeds. It's at $6,000 a pop. Pretty good deal for this kind of and if you go into the bloodline here, one thing I want to show is we've been getting some fantastic results from his mother, Pleasure Dome. And I just kind of want to highlight that we're seeing so much variance. So these old, like when you get these decent Gen 1s that have this decent roll up, I do really believe that there's like a multiplier effect off of them, because how else were the horses going to get good early on in the game, right? Unless you have these like multipliers through early generations. So we're doing with our first SS minus Generalissimo. We have a foal being born Monday with Pleasure Dome and Generalissimo. If that multiplier effects holds true the way we've been getting the up rolls and stars and grades with this horse, I think we're going to get a killer horse on this Monday. So excited to see it.
I mean, the dad also, although not a performer, comes from very strong, Rose.
Yeah. I mean,
Samurai.
Look at how many 6-figure horses and Samurai $1 million Derby horse in this family tree. It's no joke with Rose of Zion, Casino, -110. Like,
absolutely. Anyway, still time to breed. So get it going.
Get it in there. Get it in there.
All right, let me pull up the. I think we're about to. The race is starting in 5 minutes.
Oh, great!
All right, before the race starts, what Bowser, give the people an NFL pick for tomorrow.
Oh, I like Baker Mayfield anytime touchdown. What did I see that at, like plus 350?
Anytime?
Yeah.
I got a 5-1.
Okay. Yeah.
So earlier in the week. So yeah, that's fun. Aaron Glenn defense, fade that. They don't stop the running quarterback. I like that angle.
I also, you know what, dude? Like I was putting in a teaser and it was kind of gross, but I do think there's some value in some of these I think there's some good road dogs this week. I like the Raiders. I think I give them a fighting chance against Washington. Something about that matchup. But yeah, tease that to 9,
I like that. Giving out a teaser.
Yeah. So that was a teaser leg. I also like Houston getting a point. They usually play Jacksonville very well. Tease that up to 7. And then what was hold on. There's a third leg. I'm always gonna have a third leg. You know what I mean?
While you're looking for your third leg, I'll give you 3 legs. Moneyline parlay. Browns.
I like knocking the Falcons down to like plus half a point or whatever, like on the pick'em side. Yeah.
Good luck. Maybe not. I might not be on the Falcons. But moneyline parlay for me. Let's get rich. Browns, Jets, Giants. 200 pays 12 grand.
Actually, I like teasing Tampa down too from 6.5 to like a pick'em against the Jets at home. I think that's and you know what? I realize every time I play one of these teasers, I also play the 3-team parlay of it, because you'd be surprised how often I just hit it outright.
You don't want to. I get the same thing. You don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's there's some fun money line stuff to be had. Any touchdown stuff I like. Fannin and Njoku, Garrett Wilson, Baker Mayfield,
and we're looking pretty sharp because the last 2 best ball drafts we did, we got Fannin at great value, and he's getting some elite tight end usage right now, like right alongside McBride and Bowers after these first couple weeks. So I
had some action on him to be the first tight end taken in the draft, which ended up not really coming close.
But he's playing like it now
for obvious reasons. But I mean, he certainly looks better than Colston Loveland so far.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Colston. He might have a bad situation with that quarterback of his, but let's see, where was I? Touched in the middle of touchdowns. I think I got Jake Browning, and Sean likes Carson Wentz and Jake Browning.
That's a fun same game parlay. Browning and Wentz both anytime touchdowns.
And then
that's a lot of fun.
I know I said we're going to get rich off that money line parlay, but what I really meant was we're going to get rich off of this round robin. Bengals, Seahawks, Titans. So we got Carson Wentz, we got Spencer Rattler, and we got Daniel Jones we're going against. Those 3 defenses score touchdowns. 616 to 1 on the three-way, and if you do a round robin it, the two-way legs will average about 72 to 1.
You gotta love that. That's a lot of fun. I might have to get in on that tomorrow.
Like going under on Bucky Irving. I could easily kill a minute 48 with just props. Patrick Mahomes rushing yards.
I like Lamar Jackson rushing touchdowns on Monday night. He hasn't had any yet this season. I could see him popping off one or two in a big primetime spot here. So yeah, a little step ladder there with
It's funny you say that because I already built most of my Monday night first touchdown card because there's some system plays, but Lamar once again 12-1 on the first touchdown last I looked.
Yeah, that's great value, man. I love that.
He doesn't find the end zone as much as like the Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen types, but he still shouldn't have that price.
No,
So,
yeah, exactly. He shouldn't be in like that 3-1, 2-1 plus 250 Jalen Hurts first touchdown price for Josh. Like those guys can get down there pretty low sometimes, but he should probably be more in the plus 800, plus 700 range, I'd say.
I just saw the horse name you sent me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you like that?
And then something I'm crafting on the spot right now.
All of a sudden it hit me, and I was like, "Oh, dude, he's gonna love this name." Dude.
So many variations we can play with that. I can't be a whole bloodline.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
One last thing I'll throw out there is I think this Cleveland Green Bay game could be wacky. I think this. I don't know. I'm gonna do a Fannin and Njoku to score touchdowns and Matthew Golden to have a.
Oh, we were talking about this yesterday when we were probably just bullshitting about stuff we like this weekend. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's fun because it's like there's like it's funny though, dude. Hey, you do that, and then is there a way to do it with like Joe Flacco's unders or something where you get that reverse correlation kind of thing?
That's it. I think it might be interceptions for both quarterbacks.
Okay, yeah, because you can throw something in there to kind of fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's going to be a wacky game.
No, I 100% believe that. All right, here we are with the SGPN Classic. Steel of a Lady, Endless Valor, Cobalt Strike, Velvet Republic, Kentucky Diz. Under the table are our first 6 coming out the gate. Steel of a Lady still holding on with Endless Valor making a move on the outside. Velvet Republic right there. Now, Endless Valor is taking over, and the number 6 horse from Puerto Rico, Sable, is making its move. Oh, we got a big bunch coming up. Everybody's coming in this wave. Oh my God, I can't even keep track of it. But Steel of a Lady, Phoenix A, Saltblood, Sir Rose now is our top 4 with Rogue Propulsion and Under the Table rounding it out. We have so much variance here at the top. Anything can happen down the stretch. Steel of a Lady, Saltblood, Phoenix A with Under the Table now making a big move up into second. Steel of a Lady, Under the Table, Rogue Propulsion, Saltblood, Phoenix A, Sir Rose with Steel of a Lady, Rogue Propulsion now making their moves. Under the Table, the heavy favorite, down in 5th place. Steel of a Lady, Saltblood, Rogue Propulsion making its move. Steel of a Lady, now it's pulling away. Are we going to see Steel of a Lady take it all the way into the final stretch and come away? Or is somebody going to make a move down and take her out? Phoenix A, it looks like it's got some legs. Rogue Propulsion making its move on the outside. Steel of a Lady still in front by a few lengths. But Rogue Propulsion and Phoenix A Under the Table all right there. It's going to be Steel of a Lady taking this down by about 3 lengths with Rogue Propulsion and Under the Table as your 2nd and 3rd. Congratulations to Lion Shark Racing. You are officially a SGPN Classic winner with our boy Sweetwater taking 2nd place. I know he wants to win this bad, but wasn't meant to be. But keep getting these podiums, man.
Was Steel of a Lady? Did they win? I feel like we commented on their silks last season. Did they win last?
They might have. I gotta say though, look at this though. We talk about these allowances favoring S and S minuses. The top 4 were 3 S's and an S minus. So
I'm gonna make a spreadsheet for us so we can see who's won these races. But let's see.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Oh, they came in 2nd in the Turf Classic. I do know that. And then I thought it would be fun to pop back, and shout out to, Under the Table comes in for me on the 3rd place. But yeah, let's look at we did once again. Let's remind everyone we did poorly in the picks this week.
Very poorly.
But let's pull up Steel of a Lady
9 where we load up on ourselves and won a big bet on that a lot too. So
where was this not a horse that we scrolled through, or I just passed it? Okay, here we go. Oh, nice. It's already given me it's reordered it. That's why. All right. So this is a great way to use the tool before we get out of here is, especially if you're new to the game, is to look at the result. And all right. So what did we miss here, Bowser? Just didn't race a lot, right?
Yeah.
First time running at 8. Hadn't really run the proper distance. I'm guessing we're going to find that this was a pretty decent fleet figure to win a race with 12 horses. Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting.
Yeah, very nice.
Anyway, good stuff, Bowser. Great Kentucky Derby weekend. Hopefully we'll be back next season. We have, I would say, 2.5 horses that I have like outside hope for.
I think Commandant, our SS minus, has a legit shot at the Gallop next season.
I was going to say our best shot is going to be at the Gallop with Commandant, who will be running in the Rising Stars. I think that's overnight or coming up here.
Yeah.
In general, we have. I'm excited to see a couple of our horses age up. And I'd say this: we have our strongest like Derby contender on the soft side, so it would be fitting for us to qualify a soft runner and it to be a firm race next season. So
yeah, that'd be nice.
No, that wouldn't be nice. We want to be on preference one of these damn times. Give us a roll, Bowser. Give us a roll. All right. I got to go eat. Been a long day. Been a long 48 hours. Fun 48 hours. I will say these Derby Saturdays during football season, especially if we have horses in them, are going to be really over the top. We'll need to figure out how to make pools that allow us to parlay football games to horses. That's cross sport.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening, we need cross sport prediction markets, pari-mutuel pools. Let's get it going. All right. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and you want to join the game, maybe you just want to bet on some races.
You know, it'd be a fun way to do a college pari-mutuel pool real quick. I just realized, do it by conference on any given week. Which conference is going to score the most points?
Yeah, those are easy and fun. Yeah, and if you're going to pop in the game, use the code SGPN. Get you into Turf Club. What does Turf Club get you? Will get you access to these free rolls, get you access to some breed rebates, all sorts of other fun stuff. I think we might even be loaning out a horse for impregnation.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, SGPN, get in the game, have fun, bet, race, win.
Just real quick on the way out there, I want to say we're going to be making a form actually for our, like for Turf Club members. We're going to be making a Google form for you guys. So anytime you want to do like a stud rebate, anything like that, we're just going to, anytime you send an inquiry on it, we're just going to send you the form and then you can fill it out and then we'll get back to you with what's available and whatnot. I think it's going to make it a lot easier, and hopefully we'll have that dialed in next season.
I think the key is curious what people are interested in. Also want to make sure that we're, ordering things in the right order.
Yeah.
AKA
giving everyone the proper priority.
Like we're willing to, I think the key here is we're willing to sharing is caring, but we want to make sure we take care of the paying customer first.
Yes.
And shout out to He's Ready to Gig. Has a race named after him next season in the qualifier series. Very exciting. Look forward to full day. I like the breeding at the end of the season because everything just kind of smashes together.
I know.
I hope everyone has a good full day. Give me an over under on SS minuses in our barn.
Over 2.5.
So you're setting it at 2.5 and you're taking the over.
Yeah.
All right,
I personally think we're gonna hit 4. That was my goal.
I'll move it to I'll say a 2.5 minus 180 to the over. I'm with you. I think I trust what you've been up to over there, and it does seem like things are starting to push in that direction. Perhaps do we get our first SS horse on Monday?
I mean, I've been saying this fucking every season for the last 5 seasons, and I'm going to continue to say, yes, we're overdue by a while. I think it's finally going to happen.
And
Although I kind of hope it doesn't, because I think it would set off so much controversy that with the delays of this year's breeding season and whatnot and everything. And then if somebody hits the first SS and that,
You think that someone would say rig?
Somebody's going to complain and go, that was supposed to be mine.
And last PSA for me. If you didn't already get your horses in maidens, of course, they opened them up early for us. Get your horses in maidens. You're hanging out. It's the weekend. You're hanging out by the pool. Fire up the phone. Make sure all those maidens are filled out. You want to get in those races early, those Monday through Thursday. That they're going to be filled.
They're going to be filling up. That's true.
It's the best time to go. I've been slacking, like I said, crazy 48 hours for me. So see you guys next. There, last thing. There potentially will be a schedule change for us. We'll see it. We might be moving to Thursdays. I know we've kind of talked about this, Bowser, but with the Friday travel, I think it's going to become less likely that the Friday show continues. So I think we'll be Saturdays for Derby week and maybe Thursday nights.
Thursday nights, if we maybe doing it a little late after the Thursday night game, that could be kind of fun.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Or right before it, potentially. Like
it's kind of tough for me with work.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe we do after that. That could be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the form. Look forward to hearing about everyone's awesome SS minuses on Foals Day. And yeah, happy Kentucky Derby Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your college football Saturday. Enjoy NFL Sunday. For Scott, Mr. Space Rothstein, I am Ryan, Real Digital Horseman Kramer. Let it ride.
Yeah, we're coming down the back stretch, and we are in the fucking lead of the Kentucky Derby. Coming down the back stretch. Let's go, my guy.
Fight!
Come on, do your best. Come on, come on. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Keep fighting. Fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Oh my God.
Shit, let's go.
Let's go. Oh.